was struggling to get my hearing really bad. So I was taking the head of the website that you mentioned.
Okay, it's actually recording this time, so.
Okay.
Hi, Tom.
Is this on the same system you were on this morning? So all these other people are on the call? Got it.
You think this is something important to somebody? I just don't know.
Okay, guys, let's get started because I understand a lot of people got to leave pretty quick to get going. So I'm going to kind of rearrange my presentation, and you might want to write this down because, and I'll explain to you how you would use this. The whole purpose of what we do is teach people the fastest way possible, just a minute, to build a business in network marketing. And some of you are here this morning, and you know that we've been with the same company for 22 years, and for the last 3 months, we've been averaging 652 new signups a day. Now, see, everybody says wow when they hear that, but let me tell you, it's not a wow if you understand network marketing and how to do your business. See, the problem is people don't, and you'll hear me say this many times, 100% of the people in the world not in network marketing do not understand it. 80 to 90% of people in it don't understand it. You'd be amazed how many company owners don't understand it. And of course, the biggest thing they don't understand is they think it's selling, okay? And just so you know that historically, the type of person who has the least chance of making it in network marketing is a salesperson. But a salesperson can be huge in network marketing under one condition, and that's it, they learn network marketing. See, a salesperson, they're recruited by sales managers to sell to sales managers. The better the salesperson is, the more they're recruited. So if you recruit a salesperson into your business, what they're thinking, I'm going to go recruit a bunch of people to sell for me. They will never make it. Now, have all of you read my book already?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is really easy then because we referred it after presentation number 4. You can't put up a big building till you dig the foundation, okay? We watched them dig the foundation at the Palazzo next to the Venetian. It took them a year. And it was so huge that they built a 7-story parking garage underground, okay? So you couldn't see the building for a year because they're digging the foundation. Just like in network marketing, if you're doing the business right, you're not going to see a lot of income while you're digging the foundation. But once the foundation's dug, it went up like 1 floor every week. It just shot up, okay? So in network marketing, you sponsor 5 people. Say it takes you 2 months to find 5 people that really want to get serious about building a business. You help them find 5. Now, it takes, say, 4 months to do that. And then give yourself 6 months to help the 25. You help your 5, help the 25, help them. It goes 5, 25, 125. You have 155 people in your organization, not making a lot of money yet, okay? But you take it 1 more year, it goes to 625. 1 more year after that, it goes to 3,125. When you add all that up, you're right under 4,000 people. You're making $5,000 to $10,000 a month with virtually any company out there. And let me tell you, in America, you need $5 to $10 million in the bank at interest to give you that kind of money. So if you go 1 more year to the 4th year, then it goes to 15,625. Then it goes to 78,125. And when you have a minute, get out your calculator and just take that out 22 years. And it's not a big wow that we have that many people coming in our business, okay? So what I want you to do is write down this website. It's www.John, J-O-N, and A-N-D, Zoe, Z-O-E, IOwnMyLife.net. And there's a promo code that if you get your own website, you put in John and Zoe in the promo code, and you save 30%, okay? So instead of $29.95 a month, it's only $19.95 a month, and I'll explain what you're getting for that. One thing that's huge is that you can literally give away unlimited first 4 chapters of my book free with that website, because when they go through the website, fill out the survey form, they hit the submit button, you get the answers to the questions. They get the first 4 chapters of my book free. Now, right now, the site, on the home page at the top, there's a flag. And when you click on the flag, you can get the site in German with the voice dub, and you can also get it in Italian and Spanish with subtitles. Now, I know you guys are going to be expanding around the world, and I'll explain in a minute how, if you want to get an organization going in Taiwan, how you can do that without leaving home, okay? But right now, Sound Concepts, our publisher in America, has about $150,000 invested in this site. We're adding Portuguese, we're going like this, Russian, we're adding Japanese, Hungarian, Romanian, Swedish, Danish, Norwegian, and Polish. And when we get done with that, we'll be adding Chinese and French. So once you get used to using the site, you could literally sponsor people anywhere in the world where your company's going. Now, there's 3 ways of using the site. The site basically has 15 video clips, and 10 of them are like a synopsis or summary of my book. Okay, so the most important thing, and I'll get to that a little bit when I teach you the system, which only takes about 10 minutes, you get someone to start sponsoring and build a business. Just might have lost my train of thought. Always, when you take a little side trip and you're in a hurry, you mix up. Okay, so basically, understanding is probably the most important word in network marketing, because I already said 100% of people in the world don't understand it. So you're talking to a person on the phone long distance. You want them to understand network marketing. So when you hang up, you give them your website and say, check out my website, which has the video clips, and it's a summary or synopsis of the book, and tell them to fill out the survey form to get the first 4 chapters free. And then you can call them back in an hour or the next day or something. Now you got someone you can talk to that understands network marketing. Now, you have the option of letting the person just look at all 15 video clips. Like I have my site set up as a demo site. So first go right into the site, look at all 15. But when you get your own site, you actually get 3 websites. You can set one up with Nancy doing the 45-second presentation, and then pick 10 the napkin presentations, which again run 2 to 3 minutes. You could have one with my doing the introduction, the 10. You could have a miscellaneous one. Now, right now the company's working on the site having us animated. So we're going to become cartoon figures, okay? Now, so the idea there is that, you know, in America and around the world, the most people coming into network marketing is what's called millennials, 18 to 40 years old. And the idea is, does a 19 to 22-year-old want to be talked to by grandma and grandpa? So by having us animated, they're going to have us looking younger, and like Nancy says, we'll never grow old. So what happens is when you get your own website, you get all 30 of the video clips in your back office in a box on the left, and then as you set up your 3 websites, you just drag them over to the box on the right to pick out the ones you want. So you can have some animated, some not. Now, my site, I've got it set up so people go right into the site, see all 15 video clips. I just using the one site. Now, in about a week or after you get home, if you go on donandnancyfalla.com and the number 2, okay, donandnancyfalla2.com. And if the site doesn't open up, just keep trying it. But that will be all 15 of the video clips animated. So you'll be able to see what that looks like. So there's 3 ways of using the site. A brand new person can have quality training from day number 1 simply by opening up a laptop in a coffee shop, whatever, and showing one of the napkin presentations, and then use it as a backdrop for a little discussion. In a group training, you can project it on a screen to the whole group, show one of them, shut it up, and have a group discussion. So it gives you a format to have quality training from day 1. Then beyond that, you've got to use it for warm market, prospecting, and cold market. And also, like with the warm market, these are people you already know. You're talking about this, you want them to get right into it, You give them your website, they go right into the site, okay? Whole market is like if you're running an ad or you meet a stranger or something and you give them your card with the 45-second on the back, say when you get home, check out my website, okay? Now, with the lead capture page, it's your choice to have that on. You can put it on, put it off. But when a lead capture page, for those who might not know, they can't open your site until they put in their name and their email address. When they do that, you immediately get a ping on your mobile phone that they are looking at your site. It could be 24/7, doesn't matter. But then let's say that you look in your back office and they only looked at 4 of the video clips, okay? Well, everything's timing, you know, with people. So since they fill out the lead capture page, every 7-8 days, they're going to get a very professional letter. They're going to get 5 of these spread out, okay? So all of a sudden, 10 days goes by, you get a ping on your phone, they're back in looking at the site again. And you suddenly realize they look at the whole thing, okay? And then all of a sudden you realize that they've looked at it 4, 5, 6 times, which tells you that now they're showing it to their friends, okay? Now, this is someone you want to talk to. So that's how you can use the website. Going really fast because I know you all got to get going. Okay, now, the system, you can teach a brand new person in 5 to 10 minutes enough information to start sponsoring and building a business. Now, when we do seminars all over the world, I always start by asking people, how much teaching and training time does it take you before you can sponsor a new person? Can you do it in 1 or 2 hours? No. How about 2 or 3 days? No. How many of you have sponsored people, been with you 3 or 4 months, and they still haven't sponsored anybody? And a lot of people respond to that. And I say, well, would you like to know why they haven't sponsored anybody? The answer is simple. Because nobody taught them something that they can do. See, it's one thing if you can do something, but until you have something you can teach your people to do, it's not going to duplicate. Okay, so with the system, it's very simple. Need to back up just one more time here. Only 15% of the people in any country are sick, hurt, or into health at any given time. Okay, that breaks down to 8% that are really into health. Okay, anybody argue that? I say measure the square footage of the health food stores and measure the square footage of the supermarkets, you won't have 8%. Stand on your busiest street corner in town, the busiest mall, count all the fat and obese people go by in an hour, and you'll be a believer that people just aren't into health. Okay, so all these networking companies that have, you know, health products, you're competing with these people. Let's give you a way of talking to people so, you know, you can, you want to win out over sponsoring somebody. All the companies out there, including your company, they don't understand network marketing. The company we've been with, they've been in business 70. Okay, got it. Yeah, no problem.
Thank you all.
They've been making pharmaceutical grade health products for 75 years, been in networking 22. They don't have a clue about network marketing. All these major companies out there, they all think they have the holy grail of health products or skincare. And what do they want? They want you to go sell it. Okay? They all want you to sell it. You know, only 5% of the people like to sell. 95% don't. So if you approach people and start talking about your company or product first, they're thinking you're either trying to sell it to them or get them to sell it to you. We just kind of walk through this thing and just laugh at the fortune that your company's making, selling people all this stuff that has Arbonne and stuff on it. People say, well, what's Arbonne? What's going to happen? You're going to start talking about your company or your products first. So now they think you're trying to sell it to them. Okay? So we've never gone there. I mean, we got a hot product with our company too. We sold 1 can of it in 22 years. So it was on a shelf in our house. Someone came in our house and they saw it on the shelf and they wanted to ask what it was and they wanted to buy it. Last month we did 10,300,000 in volume, but we don't sell products. We are building a family of consumers. Okay, so basically, you talk to people about what they want. Okay, you start with people you know. Okay, and you have a conversation with them about how does one get what they want. Now remember, I'm always talking about the masses. Do you realize that 95% of the population wants something? That's your market, not 8%. And the 5% on the top, they already have it all. They can make great customers, okay? They want to feel good, look young, whatever. So you've got a market of 100% to deal with. So you have this conversation about how can you get what you want in life? Well, first of all, we already know you can't get it from a job. I think everybody agrees with that. You'll never make enough money with a job to get what you want. You're making your boss's dreams come true, okay? The second way would be having your own business, traditional business. The masses can't afford a traditional business. They can't afford a franchise. And even if they did get in a traditional business, those kind of businesses, they own you, okay? We had an International House Pancakes, you know, for 4 years. We had 35 teenage employees open 24/7. I had 3 days off in 4 years. I didn't own my life. And remember, own your life, we were the PIN, stands for time, money, and health. Young people, if they have a good job, they have money, but they don't have time, their health's okay. Older people have the money, they have the time, but their money's running out, and their health's shot. So it's a simple question. How would you like to have all three at a time in life where you can enjoy it? So we rule out the job, the traditional business, and then we put it right up front to them. I don't know why people are scared to tell people they're in network marketing. Because, see, that's the only way the masses are ever going to get what they want. Now, as soon as they say that, see, they might have friends that have been in Amway or Herbalife or some of these other programs. They might have been in 2 or 3 different programs, never made it. And we know why they didn't make it, because they never had a sponsor that could teach them network marketing. They were always trying to sell products, okay? They didn't make it. So people have to understand network marketing, and then we tell them at this point that I say, here's the problem. 100% of the people in the world not in it don't understand it. 80 to 90% in it don't understand it. So if you really want something, isn't it obvious your first step would be to understand network marketing? Okay? Well, see, here's what's happening, and I'll use another analogy. If you owned a brand new Lamborghini or Ferrari, would you let your best friend go for a drive around the block in your brand new Lamborghini or Ferrari if they didn't know how to drive? I mean, isn't that so obvious when you put it that way? Well, you got a hot vehicle. There are a lot of hot vehicles out there, and people are going into people's homes, spending an hour and a half, 2 hours, telling them all about their hot vehicle. Company product marketing plan. They go out they sign up, of course, they get them all excited. They go sign up, and the next day they go out, and they start talking what could be their best prospects, and they are crashing and burning all over the place because they don't know how to drive. They don't understand what they're in, okay? So that does not work. So the first step, they need to understand network marketing. So there's 3 ways you can do that for them to understand it. You can do what we did for 10 years before I wrote the book, okay? And that's to first of all, learn everything in the book, and then take 3 to 4 hours is what it takes with the interruptions to really teach them networking so they can understand. That's one way. The other one is to loan them the book and tell them to read the first 4 chapters. Never tell them to read the book, or it goes on the shelf and get to it through time. You tell them to read the first 4 chapters. It's a psychological ploy, because they look in there, they see the diagram, they think, oh, I can do that right away. But now remember, if they want something, read the first 4 chapters, they will finish the book. Now they know how to drive. And when they know how to drive, we coined the phrase and said, now, they understand the business when they read the book. We coined the phrase that now they know how to drive. The other way is just to have them go to the website that I told you about, okay? Because you're talking to someone, could be thousands of miles away or whatever. It doesn't matter where they're at. See, you have to understand the organization I told you that we're adding 650 new signups a day. That started 22 years ago with 4 people. 1 in Italy, 1 in Norway, 1 in Sweden, and 1 in Germany. We live in San Diego, okay? And 95% of 900,000 people came from those 4. And 90% of that came from the person in Germany. So again, you know, it's not about how many people you can recruit. It's about finding a few people that want a better life and teach them so they can understand network marketing. So now, just a quick review. Talk to someone about what they want, loan them the book or have them look at the website so they can understand network marketing. Now they know how to drive, then send them to your company website. I just explained your whole business to you in 15 seconds. Anybody can learn to do that. That's all you do. You talk to them about what they want, loan them the book or have them go to the website so they can understand network marketing. Once they understand it, they know how to drive, send them to your website. Now, I could say to the person, you know, can you show me a business in London, for example, that started with no money? They can't do it. You know, or like you guys, show me a business that started for $79. Show me a business where the monthly, everybody knows what monthly overhead is in a business, where the overhead is only about $150, okay? They can't do it. Well, see, the big difference is that with our overhead, you get to pick out some great products. That's it, folks. That's how simple it is. Now, one final analogy, and then let Nancy say a few words, and that is that with the system, doing it this way, it's like you hand a person the keys to the vehicle, they can get in it right now, start sponsoring and teaching. Because what do they have to know? They have to know anything about the company products or anything, because the first thing, they need to know to loan someone a book so they can understand the business, okay? So that's how simple it is. Just, you know, let the tools do the talking for you. So we hand them the keys to the vehicle. They can start going down the freeway and sponsoring and teaching. Now note this, while they're building their business, they can learn all about it, company, product, and marketing. See, the people who think they're selling products, what they have to do is lift the hood up on the vehicle, take the whole engine apart, put it back together again before they think they can even talk to someone. And that's why it takes them 2-3 months before they sponsor their first person. Most people that we sponsor, they will have sponsored their first person within three days to a week. That's how fast it goes, okay? Because, you know, and then we have an old saying, goes way, 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 way back. And that is, first of all, I tell you, let the tools do the talking. Well, the more you know, the slower you grow, okay? These conventions are great. You know, it helps with believability, you know, because these people can't talk to their friends, they don't believe it, they don't understand it, okay? Well, when people come to a convention and they listen to doctors and all these professional people, and they get all this information, you'd be amazed how many new people come into a business and they're sponsoring and they're growing like crazy. Then they go to one of these things, they go back and they just die.
Yeah,
and see,
so much over the years.
yeah, but see, now you know why. The reason they die is because now they got to tell the person everything that they learned.
Yeah.
And the person says, hey, I can't do what you're doing. You know, forget it. I'm not interested, whatever. It's good to be here. You know, you get a lot of energy and a lot of that stuff. But just understand that they don't understand network marketing. You know, these people on the stage that are, well, you got people are making a lot of money that are on the stage, obviously. But some of the outside speakers they bring in to motivate people, they're not building a business, you know. And so it's nice to be motivated, but it's like what we call a hot bath. And no matter how hot the bath is, when you get out of the tub, you will cool off, okay? So bottom line, learn and understand network marketing and make sure that when you sponsor someone, before they start talking to people, they understand it. Otherwise, you're not going to be around. Okay, that was really short and sweet.
Yeah, the first book I ever read, my first started 6 years ago, the one that was given to me by EMBP in Pittsburgh, was your book,
Yeah.
45 Seconds. And that's the book that they gave everybody in the early stages. Everybody had that book.
Got it.
I thought at that point, in the first 6 months, 60 times your book.
Yeah,
I was just putting them out.
yeah, and you're growing.
But then I got more knowledge. So then I had more knowledge. And then they had to tell that like that. So now we see what we showed in record time in the UK, the fastest ever at that point. But now,
Doesn't work. Let me give you another website you should look at when you get back. go to 45 the number second.com. Now 45secondtools.com is Sound Concepts in America, and 45second.com is our publisher in Romania, has our latest edition in English and Romanian. When you open up the website, go to at the top right, what people say. And the third one down on the testimonies, you can write this down, is Jimmy the Butcher Smith. Okay, crazy name. Read his testimony, okay? The guy, if you go on Google and put in Jimmy Smith, you'll find a 12-minute interview where he mentions my name at the end of the interview. Well, that was when he was 62 years old. He's 87 now, and he said that watching my videos what kept him in the business. He's 87 now, and he's made over $40 million. He has 6 kids that are all millionaires, all make $1 million a year. And when I called to ask him to do the testimony for the book, he was so appreciative about what he had learned from us and what it did for literally his life. He invited us to go on a cruise a year ago, February, out of New Orleans. And we live in San Diego. Within 3 days, paid for the airfare, the hotel, cruise, the whole thing. And as a result of going on that cruise, then just here this last February, we went on another cruise with the same crew out of Puerto Rico, 2 weeks back to back. You know, so it works, folks. I mean, there's tens of thousands of people. Yeah, and we would love sometime, to come over and do an event for you guys, in the UK. Yeah, we had talked. We didn't get a chance to talk this morning. We really hadn't had a chance to talk about it. But, we basically do what's called a Super Saturday. We come over, get there on a Friday. Usually, when we go that far, we might come in an extra day early. But on Friday evening, you have a no-host dinner for your leaders and the people who help sell the most tickets for the event. Okay, then on Saturday, from 9:30 to about 11:30, you have training on your vehicle with your own people. And then at 1 to 4:30 or 5, depending on Q&A, we take the afternoon, and it's like they see the vehicle in the morning, and we teach them how to drive it in the afternoon. Okay, and to make it work financially, you should probably have 300 to 500 people to make it work. I mean, we don't charge the fee and all that stuff. We don't charge that much. It'd be about somewhere around 15 quid per person, which is not that big a deal. And you can charge whatever you want. You can charge 40, 50, and that helps pay for our airfare to get there and also the hotel expense. But then the people that bring us in, they get to market our material at the breaks, the books, the tapes, and just like you bought 55 bucks. We did an event for a company last summer in Florida that with 350 people there, they made a $7,500 profit in the afternoon because we don't take any of the profit of selling the material. We get our royalties anyway, okay? So it doesn't take, like I say, 300 to 500 people, but pretty much make it work out financially. So yeah, you end up making money on the event. That's where that works. But 95% of the business came from that. Okay, well, see, that's good. And it's one of the things we do at the seminars. I'll just abbreviate it for you right now. And that is we teach them what we call self-motivators. Okay? And that is something that when you do it and you're explaining it to someone else, it motivates yourself. Okay? And basically, I already gave you kind of one at the beginning. If you said to a person, if I could show you how you can have the equivalent of 5 to 10 million in the bank in 3 to 5 years, would you be interested in seeing a presentation? Only take 2 minutes. Okay, then you go through the 525, 125, so forth, and you're making 5 to 10,000 months, which is the same as having that in the bank. Now, see, that little presentation is a self-motivator. Because every time you tell someone else there, it's reminding you, yes, that's all I got to do, right? Our system is so simple. Once a person's gone through it a couple of times, it's not like we have to be babysitting them, okay?
Yeah.
Now, fortunately for us, I mean, with 900,000 people that have come in over those years, and all the people coming in now, probably 98% of those are German. They don't, I mean, most of them, because we were just on a cruise with 800 diamonds, and virtually all of them are in our downline, okay? And we could tell that it was being translated, but virtually everything that was said that would elicit an audience response, you could tell that probably 80% of the people in the room really understood what they're saying. But the problem is, and we've been around the world in many countries, that people will understand the language, but they have a hard time speaking it. It's one thing when you hear a word, you know, and you got it, and another one when you're trying to figure out, well, what's the word for this to say it, you know? So basically, if I told you that we got 20 calls a year from our organization, I'd be stretching. So that's what you call residual income. A year. I mean, we see all of our leaders once a year for a week on the Diamond Cruise.
They have the system and the tools.
They have the system and the tools. They all cut their teeth on my tools, you know, and you know that's how it works. So we're having a lot of fun. We're more excited about network marketing today than we've ever been, because all these tools have evolved to help us build our business, okay? There are people out there who've written books that have made a lot of money writing the books that have never built a business, okay? Kiyosaki, Donald Trump, never built a business. They say great things about network marketing. I recommend their book, you know, for people to have a good, fuzzy, warm feeling about network marketing, but neither one of them has ever built a business, ever. And I always say, if you really believed in this business and understood it, why wouldn't you do it? And, you know, people can't tell me they don't have time, because how much time does it take, you know, for you take a minute, read the back of the card, when you get home, check out my website.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take time, okay? Because, again, it goes back to that word, understand. Yeah, they just don't understand, okay?
Well, first I want to welcome you all to Las Vegas and to America. You can just turn my fine. Congratulations for all being here. I know this is a very exciting time for all of you. I wanted to go a little bit more on the lifestyle card. I have a lot of fun with my card. It has a beach chair on it. And I tell people, you see that chair? If you want to lounge in that chair, I can teach you how to own your life if you want that chair. But you see, I'm looking for somebody who wants something. And of course, they read the 35-second on the back. Because if I get to choose who I go to work for and sponsor in my networking opportunity, and the longer you're in this industry, the more selective you become. Because it's my choice who I get to choose to go to work for. So I'm looking for somebody that has some passion about what they really want. Because if they really want something, they're going to listen. They're going to listen to a system. They're going to learn how to learn or use the tools. And they're going to try to learn something, which is what I'm looking for. Now, it seems like wherever we travel, people want leaders. People are always saying, well, do you know any leaders? And I said, you know what's so great about networking? This opportunity is the best. Everyone is a leader in networking if they care about people. Now remember that. You are a leader if you care about people. This is a relationship opportunity. People can tell whether you care about them. Because when you sponsor them, you are going to help them, show them how they can get what they want. And it usually involves time, money, or their health. And that's what owning your life means. Now, I've thrown in fun too, because on my card, I'm not only a lifestyle trainer, but I'm the CEO of fun. And CEO, of course, stands for Choose an Exciting Opportunity in my book, not Chief Executive Officer. So CEO stands for Choose an Exciting Opportunity. See, my belief is that the more fun you have in networking, more people are going to want to join you. My theory is most people are miserable. If they have a job, they're not making enough money, right? They don't like their boss. They're miserable. I've worked many boring dead-end jobs. I spent 7 years in the corporate world. I know what it's like not to own my life. Don and I had an international house of pancakes. We had 35 teenage employees. That was a nightmare. We were open 24/7. We had it for 4 years. Don had 4 days off in 4 years. 3 days off. I stand corrected. So, in other words, you know, we didn't own any of our life. That's why we give back today, because we know there are a lot of people out there that are hurting. There's an economy literally in our country that's really hurting, and I'm sure it's everywhere. There just aren't the jobs that people need to have. So what I've been teaching lately is BNB. Those are the initials, BNB. It stands for Build, Nurture, Believe. BNB, Build, Nurture, Believe. Now, once you get the vision of an opportunity, you want to build it. And the way you build it is with the system and the tools that Dawn has been sharing with you. Now, I don't need to tell all of you that women are the best in networking. They are the best because we are all born nurturers. That's what we do. We teach our children. Pretty soon, you'll be like me. You'll be teaching your grandchildren. You spend your entire life teaching your spouse or your partner. You know what it's like. He's a good spirit. So, but I mean, the thing is you can have fun. We're always nurturing. We're always building. And that's why we're so good in this industry, because we take this serious. We know that this opportunity can make a huge difference in a person's life. It's made a huge difference in our lives. And we want to be able to share that and give back. So that's the build, that's the nurture. Now you got the believe. If a person believes it, and if you can't believe it, when you go to your convention today and see 14 to 16,000 people that are doing it or want to do it, well, you wouldn't be here, would you? Because you believe it, because you're here. You're a networker. You see those people walking across the stage that if you're not one of them, you're going to be one of them soon. You know where you're headed. You know what you want to do. You just need to go through the process to get there. And a person has to believe, because then they're going to have their goals. Everybody has to want something. I make sure that people know what they want. To me, that's the hardest thing about an opportunity, is to find somebody that really wants something. It's not what your spouse wants, or your kid wants, or your neighbor wants. It's what you want, because you're the one, the driving force that's going to do it. So build, nurture, and believe. You need to have a plan. You've got a plan. We've got our plan. And if you're going to be really successful, you keep it simple, you make it fun, and people are going to want to join you. Keep it simple, make it fun, and people will want to join you. Remember, most people want an opportunity. Once they get the opportunity, they do not know what to do. A lot of people would love to make residual income. Just show me how to do it. And that's what we need to do. And that's what we do, is show people how to do it. And they'll just run away with it. You'll plant a seed. Maybe the timing isn't right today, but maybe it is tomorrow. Maybe it is in 3 months. We had people call us 3 years later saying, you were right. Because once you plant the seed of owning your life, let me tell you, that's why we wear the Own Your Life pin. That not only reminds me what I'm doing and what's important for me, but anybody even looks at that, I'll say, I bet you want to know what that means. I can share my lifestyle card with them, and that's what it means. And if they want something, I know I can help them. You know you can help. And one of our dreams was to be able to have Fallia Villa. It's our last name, Failla, Villa, VILLA.com. We have a website, and it's our own private resort. It's only 6 miles from where we live. Oh, 2 miles, I don't remember numbers. 2 miles, 6 minutes from where we live. It is right near where we live. And no one lives there. It is open for rent for anybody who would like to come. It's a Christian facility. It has 5 bedrooms. It sleeps 15 now. And we have a motorhome campsite. We're a tennis family. Both of our sons are tennis professionals. We have 5 grandchildren. They all play tennis. Our granddaughter, Jessica Fallia, you can look her up on Google. She has a 4-year, $350,000 scholarship to the University of Southern California. She'll be playing for the Trojans, and their slogan is "Fight On." So that's what I'm going to say to you, fight on. Because it's not an elevator ride to the top, it's a stairway. You take one step at a time. You may fall off the step, you brush yourself off, and you keep going forward. It's the most exciting and fun opportunity in the world. There is nothing better than networking. I've worked many boring dead-end jobs. I've been in the corporate world forever. We were $80,000 in credit card debt. When we started in networking, it took us 1 year to get out of it. And I say to people, if we can do it, you can do it. We have dedicated our entire life. We got a lot of people helping us. We have all these materials in 20 different languages. We've got some 24 different publishers around the world. We've been doing this our entire life. We believe in paying forward. That's why we're here today. Several of the leaders here said your convention was here. We drove over here on Saturday. We've been here for a whole week, and we're open to be able to be of any help, even when you go home. You know how to reach us on our Skype, our email, whatever. That's what we do. We are more than happy to help you.
You can reach us on Skype at don.fallia, just my name, but be sure and put the dot, don.fallia. If you don't put the dot, you'll get my old computer. I don't check that one very often. Email is
Skype.
Skype, don.fallia. Email address is donfallia@cox.net. Okay, donfallia@cox.net. I want to go back to that website I gave you, cox.net, the 45second.com website. At the top where it says Nancy, Don and Nancy, scroll down. You'll see a photo album with 6 pictures. You click on more pictures. That shows people the kind of lifestyle one can have when they're successful. Right below that, it says local publishers. So if you need a book in any language, okay, all you have to do there. Now, how many are interested in knowing how you can start an organization in Taiwan without leaving your computer?
Yeah.
It is. Okay. Okay. Well, you could do it. We've got an excellent. So you go on that website, look up Poland. They have all the material, all the books. You know, they have everything. And we're going to be in Poland 14th of November. So if by then, if you had a big enough group in the Warsaw area, we have about 3,000 people on Saturday. We could do something on Sunday, you know, for you guys while we're there. But anyway, here's how you do it. And we can do either Poland. What I'm going to teach you right now will work the same for Poland or Taiwan, okay? First of all, on the website, you need the website for this to work, okay? You run a little ad in, for example, let's do Taiwan first, okay? Do you have any idea how many Chinese people live in America? Huge. So what you do is you go on Google and put down Chinese publication LA. Chinese publication, San Francisco. Just target. You can do, if you're in Canada, go Chinese publication, Richmond. Richmond is a suburb of Vancouver. 1 million Chinese live there. Now, understand, when you run an ad in an ethnic publication, it is very inexpensive because they don't have a large circulation like one in the New York Times, or LA Times, or major publication. Now, here's the key. When you write the ad, you do it in English, okay? You say something like, our company is expanding to Taiwan. Looking for people who like to make extra income part-time. Own your life, have time, money, and health, or time, money, freedom. And then you have your website with the lead capture page. Now, why do you run the ad in English in a Chinese publication? Okay, when you hear it, it's so simple. You want to find one person that's bilingual. So if you could imagine looking at the classified ads of a Chinese paper, and all of a sudden there's an English ad there, that will stand out like a sore thumb. It will absolutely jump right out of the page. You could get 40, 50, I don't know how many hits. You do this, you let me know how many you're getting. And again, you're looking to talk to someone who speaks English. And by writing the ad in English, chances are you're going to get to talk to people like that. And remember, all you need is one. You get the right person, okay, that's really excited about it, and they have family and contacts in Taiwan and so forth. All you have to do is let them work the rest of the prospects you get from that ad. Just feed them to them. They'll be real excited. You can do the same thing with Polish and so forth. We have, with our website, we have what we call master affiliates all over the world. And our goal is to have one in every country so that, like if someone has a question, they got someone on the same time zone and can speak the language that can handle it for them. And right now, this evening, I've got to call a guy that I finally connected up with in Vietnam, okay? So it's really fun. You do the same thing. Do you have any idea how many Polish people live in America? Go on Google. See how many Poles live in America. Google will tell you. Google will tell you everything. Okay, there are millions. There's several million. And they'll tell you where they are. You know, they're in Chicago. There's a million Poles around Chicago. They're in New York, different places.
Are they in London?
I don't know. You run but see, what you do is then you go and say Polish publication London. So if say there's 100,000 Poles in London, and they have their own ethnic publication that goes out to 100,000 people, how much can they possibly charge for a classified ad that only goes out to 100,000 people? They don't charge very much, right? And so once you get these people connected up with them, immediately get them connected up on Skype. See, I tell the people that we work with that we will talk to people anywhere in the world on their behalf under two conditions. They've already read the book or look at the website, and if they're outside of the US, Canada, or Mexico, they're on Skype. And it doesn't have to be a three-way call. I mean, you do realize that when you're trying to put a three-way call together, sometimes it takes time when you get three people that can get together at the same time. I tell my people that look at our people that you can have your people just call us straight away, okay? You don't have to be on the call. It's fine if you are, you're just going to hear the same thing every time. And I mean, my presentation stays the same, you know. Yeah, some of these people think they got to come out and teach your people something new every week or every month, you know. We don't do that. We teach them the same thing. And that way it sinks in, and that's how they learn, okay? But you can have fun with this international stuff, because just using the phrase, our company is expanding into your country. We're looking for some people, okay? And we're not asking them to quit their job, you know? So it's just a no-brainer. So does anybody have any questions?
Really?
Yeah, let me
And I was right back then.
I don't know. Do you want to keep the TV going or
Yeah,
just so
yeah.
here?
People still
Okay.
Hi and goodbye, everyone.
Thank you very much.
All right, nice having you. Hope to see you in London.
Bye.